I'm Lisa Birnbach for Howdini.com. You or I might bite into a piece of chocolate and say something like, wow, yummy. But chocolate connoisseurs have their own way of tasting and describing chocolate. If you want to upgrade from chocoholic to connoisseur, listen up to chocolate expert Clay Gordon, whose new book is called Discover Chocolate. Is there a certain language we should be using rather than yummy?
No, yummy works really, really well, as a matter of fact. But the language of talking about chocolate is very, very similar to the language of wine. It turns out that just a plain bar of chocolate can have fruit flavors in it or nut flavors in it. It can have tobacco and wood and smoke and all these other kinds of flavors in it.
Right.
So the difference between drinking wine and tasting wine is when you taste it, you slow down and you catalog all the sense impressions. The same thing is true of the chocolate. What does it look like? You pick it up and you want a really, really nice sheen.
This is really pretty.
It's a beautiful, beautiful bar of chocolate. And that's actually a good indication of quality. The chocolatier has actually done a good job of manufacturing that bar. And then what you want to do is you want to snap it. You know, does it smell? Does it snap well? And then you want to break it up and what does it smell like, right? What you want to do is just basic cataloging. So what does it smell like, right? Does it smell sweet? Does it smell like there's a lot of vanilla? Is there a big chocolate smell to it?
It's very chocolate smells like
earthy,
chocolate.
Very earthy, chocolate flavor.
Very chocolatey.
Right? And then what you want to do is you find the answer to the question, do you chew?
I'm going to let it
Or do you let it melt?
melt.
I'm sorry. And the answer is actually you do both because you want to get the textural sensation of chewing. And so you chew it a couple of times. Put it. Go ahead.
Can I?
Go ahead, of course. Put it in your mouth. Chew a couple of times, all right, to start the melting process. Then you get the chocolate on the top of your tongue and let it melt. So it's a very, very rich, very, very strong, earthy chocolate flavor. You may notice that there's a little drying sensation at the end. That's what in wine we'd call astringency. But one of the things you'll notice here is that there's no pasty texture in your mouth. The cocoa butter is melted and it clears out of the mouth very, very cleanly. And it turns out that the higher the quality of chocolate, the less you need to eat to feel satisfied.
Thank you so much,
It's
Clay.
been my pleasure.
For Howdini.com, I'm Lisa Birnbach.